Ladies and gentlemen, goblins and ghouls.
Welcome to Turn Off the Century,
The movie podcast exploring films from the turn of the millennium through the end of its first decade. I'm Robbie, and I'm joined by my fellow auteurs, Hunter and Sauce. Hang out as we revisit the spoofs, bangers, crimes, and chaos of an era we're still trying to understand. Today's movie, the 2007 classic,
310 To Yuma.
It's man's nature to take what he wants, Dad. That's how we're born.
Well, I make an honest living.
Might be honest, but I don't think it's much of a living. You must be hurting bad for money to take this job.
Son of a bitch!
Morning, Pinkerton. Name's Charlie Prince. I expect you heard of me.
Keep on talking. All the way to Yuma, right up them steps, to the rope, straight to hell.
The day I die, Byron, I'm getting sprung from hell.
I'd feel the same if I come from the seat of a drunk gravedigger, the rancid womb of a whore.
Even bad men love their mamas.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the most rootinest, tootinest podcast in all the land. Turn off the century. I'm here with two idiots. Sauce, Hunter, how's it going?
What the fuck? I thought we were rootin' tootin'.
You were rootin' tootin', and then you fucked up my whole intro, so now you're both idiots.
Well, I spent the whole day practicing this Arthur Morgan voice because I thought we were going to be in character.
Yeah, well, Hunter said we're not allowed to be in character, so...
Well, I can't exactly turn it off. You said you had a plan, Robert.
Don't look now, but I got a revolver pointed right at your dick under the table.
You better not. Didn't end up too good for the last feller that tried that.
I didn't. Are you saying your dick got shot off already?
Well, it's
I think
mostly
you
on
think
account
my
of the
dick got shot
tuberculosis.
off.
Tuberculosis.
Welcome, boys. Hey, how's it going? We're doing Turn Off the Century. This is a podcast, by the way.
I'll give that a yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Hunter, yeehaw.
Yeehaw, yeehaw.
Okay, thank you. And we did the 2007 classic 310 To Yuma. Boys, how's it going? How you guys doing?
Doing really well. Oh, I got to watch 310 To Yuma. I love this movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, when the picture started moving, it took me a bit aback.
Fucking.
Oh, Jesus
When the
Christ.
picture started, Sauce got fucking.
Yeah, Sauce saw the train coming towards the screen and he got
I
scared.
thought we were in mortal danger.
If you explain the internet to Sauce right now, his head would explode.
I made peace with the Lord, as I suggest you do as well.
That's not happening. Not after the Kingdom of Heaven episode.
Yeah, the Lord can go to hell.
Yeah, fuck God, honestly. No, but I do. I actually do want to make a comment.
Bring the Bible.
I do want to make a comment about the last episode. In the last episode, I excitedly said that we were going to do a Man on Fire episode, and neither one of you called me out on that. Like, oh yeah, we already did that episode. So
I thought you were getting like Alzheimer's or something. So
I mean, I am. That's my problem. I needed you to call me out.
I was just sunsetting you, man. I'm letting it happen. You gotta just have it.
You just gotta let me have it, and I gotta lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry.
I was listening to it this morning, and I was driving to work, and I just heard it, and I went, "Oh man, why did I do?" I fucked up.
And here's the thing. I could have edited it out. I even caught it in editing. I'm like, we already did Man on Fire. I left it because I wanted you to look stupid. So there you go.
Man, I'm
I
gonna
betrayed you.
at dawn. Me and you, pistols.
I reckon it was just one of them.
Oh my God, Sauce! All right, you're not a cowboy. Turn it off now.
God damn it, son! I can't have this. Why would the cowboy know what a Freudian slip is?
I may not be a learned man, but I can read a book.
You would have to be a... Okay, never mind. Cowboy sauce sucks. I hate cowboy sauce.
I hate cowboy sauce. I think we should tie him to a horse and drag him.
Yes, tar and feather him. Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
tar and feather him for sure. In a hot vat of tar too. By the way,
I don't think I can turn it off.
Oh no.
oh fuck, we're screwed. All right. Anyways, we did the
wife doesn't like the cowboy accent.
we did the 2007 classic 310 to Yuma. What are your guys' history with this the movie? And Sauce, I want to hear from you, normal style, not cowboy style.
Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna switch to cowboy style real quick.
Oh, fuck.
Well, yes, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was really excited when this came out. This obviously Christian Bale was on the upswing after Batman Begins, but I'm a huge Western guy. I really like Westerns, and this was kind of the. There were definitely Westerns that existed before, like modern Westerns existing throughout the time, but this felt like the kind of reinvigoration of Hollywood Westerns to me. They saw it was a very successful Western compared to its budget. Maybe not very. It was successful for sure. And
What was the budget to
it
this
just got
movie?
me. It got me really
48 to
excited.
55 million.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty modest.
Yeah, and it didn't double its box office, but it did well. Like usually to this point, Westerns weren't really ever since the Unforgiven days. Westerns weren't really making money back.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were on TV at that point. So it had a killer cast. It was a remake of a solid Western, but not most people aren't looking at the original 310 to Yuma as one of the best Westerns.
Which
of all
is
time,
funny
so
though,
it was
because
making
the
kind of
original 310 to Yuma is on the Criterion Collection.
It's a good movie. No, I like the original three. I'd seen Glenn Ford's great, and it's a good movie. But it's that's the type of Western. That's the kind of we've talked about this before. But to remake movies, why not try to remake something that's maybe more mid or even bad, and just do something interesting with it.
Yeah.
And not that this does something incredibly interesting. It's still a similar movie, but I do they definitely upped the style, upped I'd say the cast, and just went over the top with it, and I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
That's something
I saw.
That's something I was saying before we started recording. It felt like a throwback to the 1950s Western. It felt like it's not a huge budget. It's like, hey, we got the old West Town. Yeah,
yeah. It's a mid-budget movie that you didn't overcomplicate the plot. The plot you can explain in 2 seconds. It's
you got to get this guy to the train. That. There you go.
Criminal bad. Take criminal to train. Hijinks ensue. That's but they add a lot of layers of the layers that they have here are present in the original, but I think they really did a good job of amping up the interpersonal conflict, and there's a lot of just killer actors that do a lot
of great actors.
When you run out of battles to do with your gun, you end up having a battle of philosophies. You see.
No, I don't see it. No, when this movie came out, I feel the same way, Hunter, where it was I think it had been long enough from that 90s deconstruction of Westerns, with Unforgiven and stuff like that. I think it had been long enough where people were just itching for you
need a movie you could take your
blue
dad to,
Western.
man.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this and people to put it in context. We were talking about this before as well. This came out not just the same year, but the same month as the assassination of Jesse James. So if you liked Westerns, you were eating
this was
so
your
well
year.
Right now. This was it, man. This is September 2007. Mark it on a calendar.
Was 2007 There Will Be Blood as well? Or was that
I want to say
I believe that was 2009.
2009? Well,
it was 2007.
It was 2007. So that came out that year as well. So you're talking Westerns, man.
There will be, and No Country.
No Country for Old Men came out too.
And came out relatively.
Yeah, that was December that year. So it was a winter release. That's why we got it confused with 2008. I think I probably saw that in 2008. To be fair,
yeah,
but it was part of the Oscars that year. So that's
true. Great year of Westerns, man. So what about you? What was your history with the movie?
I missed both that and Jesse James in theaters, and I remember even pre-Netflix streaming, with an Xbox 360, which had HD on it, you could rent movies for I think it was $7 or $8, and
it was $8,
yeah, 2007, $2008, and I remember me and my friend at the time were already on a Westerns kick. I think we had already just been doing all the spaghetti Westerns, and then we're like, let's watch a couple of newer ones and see how they hold up. And we double featured, just the boys hanging out with some beers, ordered I want to say 3 pizzas, and then fired this up on the Xbox 360. And I double featured this with Assassination of Jesse James and had a real fun night of being like, holy shit, like 2 movies, same genre, entirely different movies, completely top to bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
both
I
completely
remember
different in the
really
way they
enjoying it,
tell it.
and this is one that I go back to. Like every couple of years, I will just rewatch this. I get a weird itch to watch it, and I think a lot of it has to do with I just really like the third act a lot, and it's something. It has some story beats that I've absolutely like ripped off in my screenwriting classes that I like turned in. For
The third
for
act
credit.
is very fun. I also think all the performances are very good. All the actors are very good in the movie. Also, only 2 women, which like. Thank you. Like finally we got a movie for the boys.
Cassandra,
And
we're
it's
joking.
like-
We're joking.
it says you. Look,
Thank you for making it up.
there's 2 women. That's all you need. One's a whore, the other's a wife. It's a Madonna whore complex. You know what I mean? It's like
I think honestly, going back to this year, I think this might be my favorite year of movies, and like from
it's one of those years I think people tend to look back on and go, "Oh wait, this was like an all-time great year for."
I mean,
films."
it's also
Like,
followed up by 2008, which was just like I think 2 or 3 of my favorite movies of all time came out of 2008. And it's like
that's
damn,
what I'm saying.
a
Like
hell of
2000, I think generally 2008 is considered like the year, but for me, it's like 07's No Country for Old Men, 310 to Yuma, Assassination of Jesse James, There Will Be Blood. That's insane. That is
insanity.
If you like westerns, are you out of? That's out of control, man.
Yeah, like it's
I think 2007 might be the year for me.
it's a spoil of riches as far, and it's like all pretty renowned directors other than the guy who directed this movie. Who's the director of this movie?
James
No,
Mangold.
James Mangold's pretty decent.
He's still.
acclaimed.
I mean, okay. So just a little recap on James Mangold.
Yeah.
He had previously, prior to this, did Walk the Line. And I can tell. I think he's just one of those guys. Like his main thing is he likes the musician's biopic. So he made Walk the Line. Ray Charles came out close enough to that. And then Walk Hard came out the same year as this. And that absolutely
Walk Hard.
just walked out there,
Killed the
shot
music
musician.
biopic.
Yeah, shot the musician biopic
guess-
in the head and left him for dead in a fucking alley.
Guess what? Didn't shoot it enough because Mangold then made a complete unknown last year.
Yeah, so I feel like it's
that's
like
funny.
Bob Dylan
he got what he always wanted, which is ironic because it feels like what he's actually suited for is the Western, because he also directed the Wolverine Logan. He directed Logan.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's him. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
This
so
is
it's
all
like
making sense now.
He's a pretty established, director. Also, Ford versus Ferrari, like you can tell.
See,
he
that's
likes-
the thing.
he likes-
He's pulled in two different directions. He likes biopics and he likes westerns, but
Yeah.
he gets to. It feels like he injects the western where he can, but he mostly does. Honestly, Copland underrated. I think
Yeah,
Copland is
Copland
actually pretty
and Girl Interrupted.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize the girl interrupted. That's a funny.
Yeah. So that'll be a future episode. We need to have a real BPD lesbian on as our guest for that one, 'cause I don't feel like like,
Yeah, we can't.
that's
We can't
how
fully
I know about that
comprehend what they're going through with that. Once they get that septum piercing, it's over. And you
I
get a
want
pet
to be
cat.
clear that we have nothing but admiration and respect for the BPD lesbian
A
community.
1,000,000%. So you want to get into it?
Yeah. So 1884, Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Good year. Good year.
What a terrible state. Gorgeous look.
Suck
holy
then,
crap.
sucks now.
Yeah. But we open on 2 boys who are woken in the middle of the night from some kind of ruckus, let's just say, going on outside.
There's definitely a ruckus.
Yeah, and their father, played by Christian Bale, who's Dan Evans. Like, it was the most American name aside from what was that Gun Lamborghini. Tells him to stay back, and he's clearly disabled. He's got a peg leg, and he's unable to stop the debtors from the bank or whatever person he owes money to. A man named Hollander, local banker. In
The
the
guy
town.
from Lost.
Maybe it's the wind.
You have a week, Evans, then we burn the house.
The guy from
Yeah.
Lost is there to burn his barn down.
Yeah, that's that actor, by the way. Damn it, Kevin Durant. Always love to see him and stuff. He's
Oh,
always-
yeah.
He's a great bad guy. He's got such a bad guy face to him.
His
He looks exactly
his
like my
teeth
childhood
piss
friend
me
Kyle,
off.
and or my high school era friend Kyle, and like every time I see him, I'm like, that seems like a role he would play. Absolutely.
His teeth piss me off, man. Like,
Oh yeah, no, it's
and they
perfect.
really emphasize it. It's great.
It's back when actors used to have faces. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Also, one of the first notes I wrote down, and it's something I really appreciate about this movie. I wrote it's a 2007 Lionsgate movie, and it is not blue and silver. And I was so relieved.
That comes the following year with Twilight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Lionsgate, I feel like, was the king of the blue and silver movie, you know? And so it's
I think also, again they distributed Twilight, so that's, I think that went hand in hand. Where they're like, "See, we know success."
But this movie did not do the blue and silver, and it's so refreshing because this movie looks great. The cinematography's like really good in this movie. It's a very pretty movie.
You forget the people used to actually show up to work. And, like, do
Right?
their damn
Yeah.
job.
Do their damn job.
But yeah, so basically, Dan Evans and his family are on the hook for a debt to a local banker in town, and he's just like accelerating, kicking them off their land. And one of the boys is
the
severely
railroads
ill.
want the land.
Yeah, one of the boys is severely ill with tuberculosis, and he just cannot catch a break. Like, his wife is mad at him because she was unaware of the debt. The boys are mad at him because he can't stand up for himself.
He's a pussy. He's just a pussy.
He's just
Yeah,
being,
his
he's
son-
just being
his
shit
son-
on by life.
Yeah, his son
All
is
over.
just a edgy little dickhead who's like, my
Which
dad's
is
a
just
fucking
a way of
pussy. I
saying
wish he
he's-
was a robber.
It's just a way of saying he's 14. Yeah, I kind of like, so the original 310 to Yuma is a Dime Western magazine, and the book opens with him leaning over his copy of a Dime Western magazine. So like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
little,
that's
like,
nice.
It's a nice little meta. Like, this is absolutely a story that was sold back in that,
Yeah.
in those days. So they need to try to reclaim some of their cattle now that their barn has been burned, and they've suffered this attack from terrorists.
It's the 2000s.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're now introduced to a roving gang, the Ben Wade gang, played by Russell Crowe, who is, let's just be real, like, is actually the main character of this movie.
He 100% is.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I did want to point out this. Everyone has such a nice head of hair in this movie.
Yeah,
Russell Crowe and Christian Bale,
Their
man,
outfits are so cool.
their hair
Like,
is just
everyone
like
looks
one.
cool.
Ben Foster has great hair. Everyone's got great hair in this movie.
You can almost
Got great hair, great
yeah,
jackets.
Peter
Ben
Fonda.
Fonda's
Really good
jacket is
jackets.
So cool.
Peter Fonda, still full head of hair, going for it.
Absolutely.
He was killing it. No, and I want to say this. This is the coming out party, I think, for Ben Foster. I mean, he steals the show. If Russell Crowe's the star, Ben Foster is just a scene stealer. That guy
Ben Foster,
is
I remember
magnetic.
when I saw this in theaters, me and my buddy walked out and we were both like, yo, where'd Ben Foster come from? Like, he was awesome in this. Like,
all
we
I'd
were-
seen him to this point was like he was Angel in X-Men, I think. X-Men
Right.
2 or something like that. And I was like, who is this guy? He just chewed
Yeah.
that scenery so well. He was so ominous. When you later in the film when he's like just off in the sunset, he just looks so good, man. God, man, he's so cool. I'm in
Ben
love
Foster
with Ben
rocks.
Foster, is what I'm trying to say. Watch Hell or High Water now on streaming.
Yeah. So just a couple little more. Let's do a little more Ben Foster love real quick.
Yeah.
He was in the Thomas Jane Punisher.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
He was also in the movie Alpha Dog, which I'm kind of excited to do an episode on because I got
Okay.
a lot of
Alpha Dog
conflicting
would be
feelings
cool,
on
yeah.
that one. He's just always shows up. You know that like every time he shows up, like rent was due.
Morning, Pinkerton. Name's Charlie Prince. I expect you heard of me.
Well, I heard of a balled-up whore named Charlie Princess. That you, Missy?
I hate Pinkertons.
So he
Yeah.
brings in
He's
an
a great-
absolute-
He's
a
ready.
great-
He's ready to throw himself into that role.
He's a great character actor. His real. I say this is coming out part. This is the first movie I really remember seeing him in. Like
Yeah, I feel
was
the
like,
same
wow,
way,
that's
Hunter.
the
It's
guy.
the first movie I
His
really noticed him in.
Yeah, his real coming out party is Hell or High Water. He's insane in that movie. However, I will point out he is in another Western with Christian Bale called Hostiles from 2017, where he plays a criminal soldier. Yeah. So he plays the same character as he does in this, just in a different way. He's a good scumbag in Westerns. He's awesome.
Damn. Okay, so I got a little confused. So Be Gone has a movie called Long Day's Journey into Night, and apparently there's a 2025 film with that same name, but it is not an adaptation. So that got me. Sorry, I was just looking him up, and I was like, no fucking way, what? Like, he was eating that? Like, was there just one random white guy in the movie? My bad. But back to On Point. So, we were introduced to Ben Wade and his accomplice, his right-hand man, Charlie Prince, played by Ben Foster, as they are ready to knock over a Pinkerton, like transport, what is it, stagecoach? You know?
Yes. Yeah, they're cattle rustling.
Yeah, well, they're just straight up like robbing.
They are just robbing, but they're I mean, that's what cattle rustling was. It's like you just.
Well, it's from the railroad. Essentially, these are all going to be the underlying theme is that the railroad's coming through.
Progress is coming.
Union Pacific. I can't remember if it's Union Pacific or Southern Pacific, something like that. But they're coming through. Everything in this movie rotates around the railroad. His land, Christian Bale's land, is being.
It's like one of the last parcels they need.
Yeah, it's one of the last parcels they need, and the guy that he owes money to withholding water from his land because he wants him to sell to the railroad.
Which is a very dick move, man.
And not just sell, sell pennies on the dollar, like not even accommodating.
Exactly.
Yeah, not even like they're going to pay him out.
He wants him out, and then the railroad is transporting money to the mines and back and forth from cities to the mines. That's what's being robbed. So that's the Pinkertons and the railroad are involved there. Later on, they'll involve themselves in like tunnels, which is also railroad related. Like everything is just it's encircled around.
Again,
the
progress is a coming.
Progress.
You know,
progress.
Like
is coming.
whether you like it or not, like the world is a changing. Mm-hmm. Partner,
homeboy.
Homeboy.
But yeah, so they knock over this Gatling gun reinforced stagecoach,
which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that and this is one. The reason I was doing the Arthur Morgan voice is I mentioned it earlier to you guys, is that this is very much. I feel like this came out and then Jesse James and then I feel like everybody at Rockstar San Diego was like, we have to make this. This is going to be the video game that we want, as evidenced by scenes like throwing a Gatling gun on a stagecoach, and also when Peter Fonda's character notices dynamite from hanging on
in the satchel,
shoots at it and blows them the way the fuck up.
That was one scene that kind of bothered me though, because that was the one time, like the one scene in the movie where they clearly used some digital effects and stuff, and
sure.
It didn't. I don't feel like the effect really held up that great.
Gotcha.
It wasn't, but I made Cassie watch this one with us, and she did actually like sit up and do a holy shit. Like,
yeah.
That also that spot was very Red Dead Redemption. That was like
it's a Red Dead mission.
They watched that shit and were like, "Oh, we got to do that."
Also, I
did
like this scene because I like that you got to see some old school like Western stunts. Of like, you do the back roll off the horse and fall onto the floor and like all that kind of like Western stuntman stuff, which is it's really nice to see.
I am legitimately shocked they didn't do a Wilhelm scream sometime during this movie.
Yeah, you know what? Me
just
too.
To do it. There's a moment later when someone gets thrown off a cliff where I'm like, that would have been perfect.
That would have been absolutely great.
That would have been so funny.
That's as I was trying to explain to Cassie too. I'm like, I'm sure like riding a horse at full clip into imminent danger and death is probably a top 3 like life experience. Like you can't really top the high from that.
No, it's only downhill. It's like that and heroin, you know.
Yeah.
And heroin's a lot easier.
I'm gonna charge a Gatling gun with a horse. Okay, cool, man. A moving car with a Gatling gun. Hell yeah. It was like, so essentially what this scene was, it's the movie Heat, but in a Western.
Yeah.
Is what happens.
Basically, yeah. So they knock it over. They don't kill Peter Fonda's character. I already forgot his name. I feel kind of bad.
Byron. I don't remember his last name.
Yeah, Byron. Yeah. So and we see that him and Ben Wade have a history. He's like, go ahead, and he's already shot. You know, he's like, go ahead and kill me. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna kill you. Not like this. It's like almost kind of being like a mutual respect between lawman and outlaw.
It's a mutual respect, but it's also kind of pathetic. He's like you're already weak. I'm not gonna kill you when you're at half strength. I'm gonna wait till we're facing off again.
Well,
this ain't a fair fight.
This is where he shoots him in the belly, right? Like,
Well, he's already been shot.
well, yeah, no,
Prince shot him in the belly.
This made me laugh because I did write down like, I ain't gonna kill you, and it's like, I mean, you shot him in the belly.
It's like I'm
in the
kill you,
1800s. Like, you might as well have killed him.
Yeah.
So and here's here's the scene that'll like contrast against the rest of Ben Wade's philosophy. Like he's got his Rainbow Coalition of a posse, which
his multicultural gang.
Yeah, which is weird.
Apache,
which again, Red Dead.
There's an Apache, there's a Mexican, but I was like,
there's gay. Prince is gay, so everyone's represented.
Yes, that's what we would call what is it? Not lamp shading. What's the term? God damn it! I'm sorry, it's left me. Where he's gay and everything except for like outwardly being homosexual. Like it's like you're supposed to get that he's like low key in love with Ben Wade. The only person they are missing though is the newly freed slave who also joins the jail.
True.
That's the one thing that's missing, which I think they remedied in when Red Dead literally copied their entire like posse dynamic, but also added women too.
Big mistake.
Yeah. Either way, so they missed one. They missed one who was guarding the safe, and he gets a drop on one of Wade's men, and this guy's like, "Aha, like you really fucked up now. Like he's my boss is gonna kill you." And then he realizes like, "Oh fuck, wait, what the hell?"
You step back! You men step back! All of you step back right now, or this man dies!
Not a smart move, friend. Shit. He's fast.
Well, Tommy, it seems that there was a Pinkerton inside that coach who wasn't quite dead yet. Now, I know Charlie told you because we done got but a few rules in this outfit. This is what happens when you put us all at risk.
So rather than risk anybody else, Ben shoots his own man and then shoots the captor.
Very good villain thing to do, Like
And then he walks over and explains to him like, we've only got one rule. The rule is you don't endanger all this stuff. So he's just like, he explained to you why you died. This is why you died. You broke the
This
one
is how
rule of the
you
gang.
fucked up, and this is why he shot you in the throat.
Yep, sorry, man.
Yeah. And then the cattle, which intercepted the whole robbery, was Dan's cattle. So she's trying to re-rustle before going into town, and they are like, oh shit, they saw us, and just asking for his cattle back. They steal his horses, and they leave him, which is just again everything in this movie is just emasculate Dan Evans to the
dude. I was watching this with my wife last night, and I just remember she looked up because she's not super into westerns, but she watched the first part of it and was like, just like, man, he's having a really bad 24 hours, isn't he? I was this dude's life fucking sucks right now.
His son, when they get robbed in the beginning, and he goes to his son and he goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of him." And then his son just goes, "No, you won't." It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Not only that, like he says he's going to go, I'm going to make him answer for this and make it right. And meanwhile, he's pawning his wife's only piece of jewelry. He intends to pawn his wife's only piece of jewelry, which his son sees. He goes, "Oh, you're going to sell that? Get us just another month before this happens again?" Like everything
like,
just belittles him.
They're just shitting on this poor guy.
Yeah. And also we see now that his son is very taken by Ben Wade because unlike his dad,
he's cool.
Not cool. He gets shit done. Nobody steps to him. Everybody is weirdly faithful and loyal to him.
He wants more than anything for his dad to shoot the people that burn their barn down. Wants he's like you've been pushed. He wants his dad to be pushed one step too far and just be like, this is the last step. And Ben, or what's his name? Not Ben. Fuck.
William.
Dan is he's just like, no, we are not, there is no step too far. We're good people. We don't want to kill people.
Yeah. And William is also like already, because it opens with the Dime Store novels. You know that he's already has a very romantic idea.
Oh yeah,
right. He reads all these
Criminals of the
stories,
West.
and he's really in
Killing's
love with
cool.
the concept of the cowboy and the untamed West and that kind of thing.
He's seen the alternative, and it's this pathetic life that his dad lives.
Even though
And honestly,
I feel like it's very unfair to his dad. His dad is trying his best. It's like. He's trying to get a farm. He's being fucked over by the government. Like the government's literally fucking him over.
And then the Wade gang escapes to I believe it's Bisbee, which I'm sure if you go there now, it looks exactly the same.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
From what I've heard. Yeah. So and then we see they have their little he was weak. We can't tolerate weakness. They all cheers to the men who died. And then we see Ben Wade be the most charming person in the world. Sorry, she's not a prostitute. I think she's really just a bartender.
No, she's a bartender. She's just a bartender. She's not a prostitute. No, she's just a bartender. And Russell Crowe comes in and he starts throwing on that charm, and he's being all handsome and cool.
It's funny because they divvy out all the money. All his gang is like, okay, we're getting out of here. We're escaping. He's like, I'm going to get laid first, and then I'll get captured because I could not resist getting
I cannot
laid.
resist putting my dick somewhere,
He could have just left with a ton of money, and then I think he says 10, it would have been 10 grand. He would have escaped with 10 grand. Instead, he had to get locked up.
Which that's Old West dollars, man. Like,
yeah, that's
10 grand in
actually
Old West money.
That's Elon Musk money nowadays, actually.
Yeah, exactly. He'd invent an electric horse. It'd be crazy.
What? No way.
Yeah, right?
Some kind of wheeled, non-horsed wagon? What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then he'll have a AI installed on it, and it'll answer all your questions, all your queries,
It'll actually just run down old-timey cowboys in the street and not know that they're there.
It'll also just say slurs, and you can just laugh about it and be like, oh, that's epic. That was the Elon Musk
Please,
bit.
Sauce, I'm sorry.
I feel like we lost track on this.
That was the Musk bit.
I don't even pretend he exists. So, they also bait and switch the lawmen to go like, oh, they're still out there. You got a chance to stop them. So the town is actually empty of all lawmen while they gallivant around. And again, sorry. Just to bring up Russell Crowe, one of the most, if you want to talk smooth talker, I love how this woman turns her back to him and he's just laying on all his lines thick about how he loves girls with green eyes, and she turns around and has brown eyes.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's still fine.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect,
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
No, I thought that whole scene was great. I thought him really turning on the charm. He really is so good in this movie. Russell Crowe is so handsome and cool in this movie.
And it's very easy for him to be manipulative. All he has to do is just point out someone's slight hypocrisy, and then they're undone.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
You've killed 217 people. Well, you don't read the Bible. God damn it.
You got me again.
Damn you, Benway. Damn you.
Also, I just want to point out, I don't know if they said it yet, but his gun is called the Hand of God. And
it's awesome. Yeah.
That rocks.
That's actually, this is where they see, because this is the sequence where they do a kind of a switcheroo before they divvy out the money.
Well,
they essentially...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just, they essentially just tell the Pinkertons, and because this is the city where they're waiting on the stagecoach. The Pinkertons are there, the sheriff, and they tell him, not Ben Wade, Charlie Prince puts on a little coats like, oh, I saw him out in the canyon.
Oh, yeah, he plays
They got in a little fracas. And
they send him off chasing Batman.
They do this he does this oh well.
I like how your impression of Ben Foster is just Bane. What?
Well, but it's Bane if he was a dumb cowboy, a toothless hick.
Yeah, I was going for toothless hick. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for identifying true art, Robbie.
You're very welcome.
But it's my favorite line as they're leaving. It's why didn't you stop? He's like, they had guns, mister. shooting bullets. And it's like, okay, bud.
I like that too, because all the lawmen just like look at him and you can see they go, I know he's right. That checks out actually.
They do have bullets.
Bullets do come out of the guns. Okay.
And they send them on their way, and that's why after that they do the divvying up, and he gets his sex. He gets laid.
Respect. Hell yeah, brother. Hey. And he's also drawn her. He's drawn her naked, which
his introduction is that he draws a bird. Like he's a very observant. He is really like a philosophical criminal rather than just a very effective murderer.
He knows how to justify his murders well, you know.
Yeah.
Within us, there are multitudes. Murderer and guy who draws lots of birds and
naked ladies. He's a land of contradictions. Anyways, Dan and the ailing Peter Fonda, can't remember his fucking name to save my life. What was it again?
Byron,
yeah. They take him to the doctor, played by also character actor Alan Tudyk, as a doctor. Oh, yeah. I guess he's really more of a veterinarian, but they're like,
well, no, that's actually
definitely more of a veterinarian.
That's my favorite bit of the whole movie is him. He's getting the bullet taken out, and he looks up, and he just sees all the like diagrams of horses, and his reading is so funny. He just goes, "What the fuck kind of doctor are you?"
You're the first patient I've had that I could talk back to.
That made me laugh. His like delivery was so funny, and the timing was so good. Like, yeah, that got a legitimate laugh out of me.
Yeah. And then also, Dan goes to the saloon, where I think he's hoping to meet with Hollander to exchange that brooch for a little bit more time. And also to kind of like just mince words with him, where he's then now confronted by Ben Wade again. He's like, "Oh, you're the guy who just robbed me." And Wade does tell him, he's like, "I left you your horses. Like, I took your horses so you couldn't follow me, but I left them just far enough to where you could get them again." So he's like, "I honestly haven't even wronged you at this point."
Yeah, he's not really a fully bad guy,
You got your horses back, didn't you? And your cattle?
Yeah, I got my horses back. But you killed two of my herd.
Hell, they died for a good cause. Them beeves of yours, they wouldn't even feed a hungry dog. I tell you what, that should cover it. How much you get for a day's work?
$2. Want to hire out?
Well, there's $2 for half a day.
You took up my boy's time, too.
You're right. I did. Anything else you want to get paid for, Dan?
Give me $5 extra.
And what's that for?
For making me nervous.
Hands up, Ben Wade.
Boss!
Yeah, he saw a man in desperation and didn't take advantage of it in any way. And so I kind of like this. It's they give the save the cat to the villain, which is really weird. Is that he's like, well, how much do you make a day? And he's like, $10, and he goes like, well, here's $10 for half a day's work then. And he goes, well, what about my sons too? And he's like, all right. He starts kind of like
haggling a little bit,
but he also
or shaking him down.
Yeah, he's shaking him down, but he also he knows that if he buys enough time, they'll get the drop on him, and then he'll also still get paid. So it's kind of a really nice little explanation.
It shows that he's not a completely pathetic character. That he does have some thought behind him, and he and it seems like it's almost
he's desperate, but he's not desperate because he's an idiot.
Well, right. He's also not. He's desperate, but he's also. It also shows that he really, of all the people there, he's one of the few that's like, I am morally against this man, because the railroad proves they don't give a shit about humans. They only care about the money this guy's costing.
Right.
They do not care that he's a bad guy. All the other humans interact with Byron's himself just as evil. He chases them down for money. They're both evil guys. And everyone else kind of is entranced by this guy. Even his wife later on. Everyone's just kind of taken with him. He is like, I am not taken with you. I am you are the opposite of me in every way possible.
Russell Crowe kind of represents like the idealism of the West, of that like that romanticism, and then Christian Bale kind of represents the reality of like of actually being.
Well, yeah, it's the nihilism versus his like, Christian Bale's like steadfast nature to be like, there are morals and you adhere to them. You have to actually put the effort in. Once you give yourself to chaos, you stop being the kind of person who puts the effort into being immoral.
And again, because Russell Crowe's character is kind of a big walking contradiction. Like, he carries a gun that's called the Hand of God, and like
he can quote the Bible.
He can quote the Bible. It's like, it's not the most original character, but I think Russell Crowe plays it very well. And yeah.
So anyway, they do get the drop on him, and they arrest him, and are now holding him hostage, which puts them in immediate danger of Wade's posse that aren't going to just let him go. Which again, the first real main point of like the hypocrisy is that one of their men got taken hostage, and they just rather kill him than risk anybody else. And now that Wade is captured, though, everyone immediately turns their back on this philosophy he just waxed to them about how like you can't like, you're responsible for yourself, you can't let us down. They immediately betray it. And are like, no, but he's our cult of personality leader.
But he also knows they'll betray it, because the entire movie is like, they are gonna get me back. My gang will get me back. He knows that he's the only one that they will betray that for. Yep, my boys love me, and they do love you. They are in love with you. They want you.
they are. Everyone's in love with Russell Crowe. Like,
yes.
They all want to fuck him, and he wants to fuck them. It's
shit, the little lesbian twink son wants to fuck him. Like.
Also, so now, I just wanted to say, Ben Frost, I feel like his jacket should be a little more iconic than it is.
I don't know. It's the most interesting looking one in the whole movie, though.
Because, like, I think about, like, I think about, in Macabre Miss Miller, or The Good, Bad, the Ugly, The Poncho, all that kind of stuff. It's like, I feel like he should be somewhere in that lexicon of cool Western jackets, because that one's awesome.
I think if you were to bring up this movie with most people, they would mention that he looks like the sickest out of all of them. He's the white hat. He's dressed as a white hat, but he's the most evil out of all of them.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch for sure.
Yeah. So this now puts Dan in the uncomfortable position. He confronts Hollander, and the only way to get the money to pay back the debt and stave off his getting taken off his land is to deliver Ben Wade to contention. Then
great
contention,
city
there's
name,
a train.
I love.
I love.
God, I love that.
I will give Arizona credit. Like, they really went full on with like the Western like naming of towns, like Truth and Consequences.
Yeah.
Which is so
Consequences
funny.
New Mexico.
New Mexico, but that area,
same
that
fucking
area.
difference.
The funny thing is, I was gonna say Truth and Consequences as well, but it's not even like a Western name. It's named after a TV show, so it's like modern. It's just very funny to me that one of the coolest Western names can't exist in a Western.
It's funny
in like the 1800s.
I only know Truth and Consequences New Mexico because Mick Foley is Cactus Jack. That used to be his hometown that he would come out to in WCW.
I have an ex-girlfriend. Her mom is from there, so it's like it makes a fun little like lore dump. Just how much of a hick are you?
It's just so funny where if you wrote a Western, you can't use that. If you use that name, it's like, nope, fake fan.
Yeah, it's like hacky at this point.
When I played the original Halo, I didn't know that's what it was a reference to.
Oh, that's funny.
There is a ship called Truth and Consequences, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Either way, it's fuck enough about that shit. Look back to the movie, bro. So now Dan Evans is forced to partner with both the Pinkertons and the fucking stooge from the railroad companies fucking him over, and be like, well, we'll give you, what is it? I remember, like, I think it's actually $200, but for the longest time, it's like, it's very funny that he's doing this whole mission for like $18.
Yeah, it's very specifically $200.
$200, because that's like, just enough to like
he
pay
gets
them
nothing
back
else other than to get out of his predicament. To do it. And I love they do a little bait and switch where they swap out the prisoner stagecoach they swap the prisoner, so that way Ben Wade's gang will follow the wrong people. They think that they're just taking them like straight to contention, like wasting no time, which buys them time to slip by unnoticed. And it's
take like an alternate route, like a different longer way. But
and I mean now they put together their new gang, which includes like the doctor from town, the Alan Tudyk character, the Byron, who's an injured, mortally injured old man, Bakerton. Butterfield, who's like the railroad's representative, who, like, by the way, this actor, like, fantastic. Like, he looks like he's got such a perfect face for, like,
is he the one with the mustache?
Yes.
This is the one that is the one that I thought was Mike Birbiglia for a while.
Well, I did too.
I was saying I thought he looks exactly like Val Kilmer in Tombstone.
Yeah.
it was cracking.
I think I really mentioned that too when I was watching it with Cassie. I was like, you could have just made him. So it's Dallas Mark Roberts is his actor's name, yeah. Who's done a lot of TV, but I'm like, great, perfect role for him because it really just like fits his face. So
he has a great face, yeah.
Like for this type of character. So I do love this scene too. This is one where like, my friends and I like made fun of it all the time. Is that like Russell Crowe is so charming that even when he's being rude, it's still charming. Where it's they have him at the house. The wife makes steaks for everybody, and he's like, they have him handcuffed. So he's like, can you give me a knife? And they won't give him a knife. So like, let me cut your steak for you. And he's like, oh, can you cut the fat off and the gristle too?
Yeah. I don't like the gristle. Yeah,
really, ma'am, the whole meal is quite atrocious. This is truly terrible.
You eat more when you're nervous, Mr. Butterfield. Oh, why, thank you, Dan. That would be pleasant and kind of you. Much appreciated. You can cut that up for me. Oh, can you cut the fat off there? I don't particularly like the fat at all. Just... And the gristle. I don't like the gristle. You mind if I ask you how you got that hitch in your step, Dan?
Don't tell him nothing, Mr. Evans.
Where were you stationed?
2nd Company Sharpshooters out of Lynnville, Massachusetts.
My father was defending the U.S. Capitol in the District of Columbia.
Is that so? Well, Dan, tell me the story of how you lost your leg.
She's like, oh, he's so charming.
Yeah, no, and she is still like, they all have a distraction outside, and they kind of see, like he does a sleight of hand.
Take the fork.
Takes the fork.
Yeah, between the boys and his wife, like they all still cannot help but be like somewhat. He's just the anti-Dan, He's
well, again, he is the romanticizing of the West. He is that like
they all
that yearning for
the freest man in the West.
Right, he's that yearning for freedom and living that American dream. And even though Christian Bale is the one who wants to actually try and live the American dream, but the real American dream is just taking that away from you.
Yeah. Is being so tough to you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so tough, dude. That'd be a good. Yeah, they need to get the tough. He's so tough dog picture, but with the Russell Crowe hat on. Oh, he's so tough.
Also, the son cracks me up the whole movie because he is like a kind of a motherfucker in the whole thing, William. And I think I just wrote down like if it was now he would be like a red-pilled groiper. Like that would be his character in a 2026 version.
He just stares down to Russell Crowe. My dad would kill you.
I will say what our friend said after we saw Force Awakens when Kylo Ren kills Han Solo. He's like, yeah, I'd kill my dad too if he was a fucking pussy.
I know what I must do, Father.
Yeah. Also, they're also not only the Butterfield, but the Kevin Durant character Tucker does join them as well, and he's just living to antagonize Ben Wade, just being like, I must be the coolest cowboy in the world because I caught Ben Wade, and I'm gonna escort him to death. He's having a field day with this. But the group,
in the morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God,
yeah. Song. And they are on their first night of camping. He won't let him sleep. He keeps fucking with him, and
he's antagonizing.
Drop. Yeah, he gets his first drop, and the same fork that's only like utensil they let him use at the table, which he slid away. He stabs Tucker
just
to death.
Stabbing him in the throat with that fork. That actually caught
it
me
makes
off
so much
guard.
noise that by the time everybody wakes up, that like he's so mortally wounded it doesn't matter. Like he doesn't even get a
sequence.
He doesn't even get a like at least I died a hero. He's nothing. He's literally just gurgles and blood.
Yeah.
They're gonna hang me in the morning. For the night is done. Hanging in the room. Never see the sun.
Son of a bitch!
If you're watching this, get used to him getting the drop on people, because he gets the drop on everyone all the time. He gets like 7 drops where he's just like, I could leave. I'm not going to. But
they reverse it on you too, yeah.
Yeah, I could kill you all.
This is also about where I started really like going, like, this is a great looking movie. Like, whenever the nighttime shots, all the nighttime scenes look really good, and they're lit really well, and it's like a lot of a like moonlight kind of feeling and lots of shadows. It's really refreshing, especially now in 2026 where there are no shadows in movies. So it's like to see some shadows and to see some lighting, I'm like, oh, this is nice.
And I guess should mention they're taking a cut through they're trying to cut through Apache country.
Yes, they're about to. They're setting it up. They're about to do you're going to take the...
Oh, sorry. I thought that this camp out was in that. My bad.
Yeah, it's deciding to take the mountain pass and go through Barad-dûr. You know,
my bad.
Yeah.
I mixed up the 2 nighttime scenes.
Well, the actual like escorting mission kind of moves along at a clip. It's probably the fastest paced part of this movie. So
it is, absolutely, yeah.
Tucker's dead. They're moving on the next day, and this is when Byron also decides to start really fucking with Ben. It starts like, you know, like they're comparing philosophies, ideologies, like you're also a murderer. You just did it like with the government's okay. You know, like I did it, at least I took care of myself and my people. Like you're just taking care of yourself, or you're just looking for an excuse to kill people and have the authority to do it. So they're having this little like battle of wits and philosophies.
Yeah.
And that's when and even like, you know, he showed mercy to Byron, and he wouldn't kill him outright in the desert, which, I mean, he's still alive, so it's like he could have clearly lived through that. And then he decides to insult his mother. You know, he's like, "Oh, I heard your dad was some like whatever swindler, and your mom was just some whore in Dodge City." And he just like wastes no time, immediately like takes his ass fucking out, jumps off the horse with handcuffs on, beats the shit out of him, takes him hostage, and just throws him off a cliff. Like again, another death with no fucking like fanfare. Yeah. No fucking fanfare. And also, I'm sure I've heard working with Peter Fonda is quite difficult. So it's like, I bet you that was
they just wanted him off the fucking set.
Let's just fucking kill him.
Yeah, they should. That's where they should have done the Wilhelm scream. That would have been very funny to me. It's just like, ah.
Well, because it's also done with like no sound at all. He just throws him. He doesn't like yell or whatever. They just like
you don't hear a thud or anything. It's just
they don't
gone.
double tap
like,
the body. Yeah, there's no like you know, Christian Bale leaning over the edge and saying like splat. You know, it's just like just assume he's fucking got.
Yeah.
So they keep moving, and now I think is when they get to Apache country, where
yes,
because the decoy. The decoy is taken, and they just set it ablaze while interrogating.
Which is fucked up, man.
Yeah.
By the way, fun trope I love is Western sniper. Sniping.
I agree.
That you really couldn't do very effectively, but that it was like Mexican snipers shooting guys off the wagons, and the dude's like locked in. They locked him inside like an idiot, so he can't even get out. So they just light him on fire.
Yeah. Which again, another thing Red Dead absolutely took from this movie 100%. Is the old sniper rifle and that kind of stuff. Like it's a very video gamey thing, because you're right. Like in this day and age, the sniper, then you're not going to be that accurate.
Yeah, the scope is the length of the barrel. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
they even do the shots where you can like see through the glass.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning that earlier. I forgot about that. Like whenever they're looking through binoculars or looking through the scopes, having that like kind of crystally yellow edge to the glass on around the lens is just a cool touch. I like it. Doesn't look hokey. It doesn't look that effect can look very made for Netflixy or made for DVD. But for this one, it just looks nice. I don't know. Just it's a good look. It's a good look.
So through Apache country.
Cool.
I mean, he warns them they're like now that they have, I think, some idea that they're screwed. They have to go through Apache country, which is like, you know, these are untamed wildman.
These are the guys who decide to stay back because they say like, well, didn't we give them some land? And he's like, oh, these are the ones who stay and chose to fight. Like, like
they
these
don't
are some
care if
motherfuckers.
they don't care if they die, and the only thing they like to do is kill and fight. And it's like, oh shit. So they go through that, and then it's another like fun. They all start getting like fired upon, and like they're ambushed by Apache, and this is another like night scene, like Robbie said, and Ben Wade actually takes the initiative and like takes the fools out, like takes up the whole like Apache sniping party, because like I feel like he's so used to being in this kind of like danger all the time that it's second nature to him to like figure out their position, get a drop on them, kill them, and then he's about to make his escape yet again, and we're like, nah, I not only like saved you, but like I believe this makes us fucking even.
Pretty much.
Is this where has William started following them yet?
This is where it was revealed that like William actually gets the drop on Ben Wade.
Yeah,
because they didn't expect him to come, which again complicates things. Like, you followed us into the most dangerous territory in the West right now. But
you did, but you also saved our lives. So
yes, lesbian twink son gets the drop on Ben Wade, which is also like I think definitely is like blows up his ego, where he's like he got the drop on the
he got captured by a kid.
Fucking mad. He looks so mad in that scene. He's just staring like son of a child.
I like it too because I like Christian Bale. There's all like you can tell he's maybe a little proud, but he can't really show him that he's proud because it's like
it's one of those things
shouldn't
where,
be encouraging this,
Yeah, it's the. I mean, they would be fucked if he didn't. So it is. It's a perfect dilemma. He still wants to be mad at his kid for putting himself into further danger.
Which, I mean, again, is fair. Like, you're here with the most dangerous outlaw in the West, and it's like you just inserted yourself into this.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I feel like we could just like start kind of clipping along because like there's only like really like one more part two before we get to like the whole third act.
Yeah,
and that's the mountain pass where the Chinese workers are blowing a path through with. Oh wait, how does Wade make his escape though? I almost forgot. Like he does actually get away.
How does he get?
Oops. He does because remember he arrives alone.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. He gets out ahead. Let's see. Let me actually think of. Oh wait, no. I was partly correct here. The stabbing, the Tucker when he stabs him to death with the fork.
Oh, that's when
that happens the same. Well, no, that's the same night. It's they stab him. They stab him with the fork. The kid shows up to stop him after the stabbing.
Okay,
that's when he was first.
That's right. Okay.
Then the Apache.
We're gonna have to like fix some of this in the edit. Kind of a little confusing.
No, I think people understand. They'll understand I was correct, and that
That's true.
They'll forgive
just cut
you,
out some of the dead air, and then
you.
we can all praise Hunter for being correct for once in his life.
Yeah, this is the part. I'm actually cutting all of it until I'm just gonna say that praise Hunter part. That'll stay in
for once in his life.
Yeah,
we can let him have it for once.
I hope you enjoyed it.
That's it.
That all happens in one night. Yeah, they did. So the order of events is they get to that edge, where they see the gangs following them. They didn't have as far of a lead as they want. Byron's still alive. That's where he dies. Is when they start heading down that path, and then that night is all in one night because there's only one big night scene. It's the stabbing. It's the Apache ambush. So the kid stops him after the stabbing, so he almost saves him. Then the Apaches kind of like get him out of it because he then gets a gun. And then once he has the gun, there's no turning back. He's like, nope, I'm gone now. See you later. And then he gets caught by the best cowboy, Luke Wilson.
I wrote down
cameo.
I literally wrote down in my notes. I wrote Luke Wilson, and I just put question marks. Like, really? All right.
Very strange. More movies need that. Just get a big name just to play some like
just
random
throw him in there.
guy.
Yeah. And then they're transfixed by the Chinamen, so it's like it's all fun.
I believe the term we're supposed to use is Orientals, but okay.
Jesus Christ, that part I might cut out. These guys are essentially built. This is another railroad thing. They're digging a tunnel through the mountain it's not Union Pacific, it's Southern Pacific. I was incorrect, but yeah, they're a separate section, but they're the same guys. This is essentially the group that the Pinkertons are working for, is these guys. This is where the money was going at one point. So,
yeah. So anyway, but Luke Wilson and the other guy immediately recognized Wade, and they also immediately recognized that like he killed I don't know who the other actor is, but he's an older guy. He knows that Ben killed his brother, so they're already like, no, you're not going anywhere. They immediately capture him up, string him up, and start torturing him.
yeah.
So that way, by the time Dan's group gets by, they find him. They're like, oh shit, there he is. Like he didn't get very far.
Oh, he's tied up to a car battery. That's fucking weird.
Convenient.
Yeah. But even, they're sadistic even to these guys because they're like shocking them with electricity and like they're doing some Abu Ghraib stuff to Russell Crowe, and these guys are like uncomfortable, very visibly uncomfortable. With what is
I like the
going
makeshift torture device though, of like pumping the box and using the things to electrocute him to death.
It's a very modern like torture thing to do in a movie in an Old West movie, but it's a very like clever, creative way to do it.
Right. So yeah, then they have to still like break him out because like it ain't no use if he's already dead. So this is where the doctor has his little hero moment and helps them break him out and escape. Meanwhile, Wade's gang is also converging on them, just moments behind. But they're able to blow the pass up and cause a cave in with all the rocks to make their escape as they make it to contention.
And I love this scene. I love when the doctor goes, hey, did you see what I did with the shovel? I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
And then he immediately gets it. Yeah, and you go, no.
We're looking for a group escorting an outlaw by the name of Ben Wade.
Yeah, we've been chasing him through these tunnels.
Who are you?
What's it to you?
Ben Wade killed my brother.
And your brother must be famous.
You boys, some kind of posse? I hate posses.
I like the doctor.
You did good. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him over there. So, just to move it on by. His Ben Wade's gang shows up and he's like, "Are you guys some kind of posse?" I love this line. He kills them all and goes, "I hate posses.
I hate posses." Yeah.
So yeah, they make it to contention, and like this is where we get our false victory. They're gonna sit by and wait for the 3:10 to Yuma to come in, and
they've got backup. They've got the whole like
they got the sheriff and everybody like being like, all right, cool.
They finally have numbers. They haven't had numbers this whole movie pretty much.
Yeah, and then anyway, this is we have Ben still making his attempts to kind of win over Dan to. I'm trying to think like Ben Wade, Dan. No, damn. I was like saying, do their names have the same amount of letters? I thought there was some sort of little like
like they
attempt at like they're parallels of each other.
Right.
One could be.
He offers him like $1,000 to let him out. It just like way more than the $200 that he was owed.
Basically, like, I'm giving up all the money I would have made from robbing, just like get out of the situation.
Or 10,000, yeah, that's what it was,
10,000, yeah. Which again, it shows that Christian Bale kind of he's trying to stick true to his morals and like I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm not trying to be this guy. Like I just really want to get paid because I want to make it for myself. I think he still has this faith in the American system, even though the system is fucking him over at all at every step of the game.
This is actually my favorite spot in the movie. So this. Do you mind if I like just go through this one spot for not the entire
please
sequence, but no, I really like it because it's they make a reference that the sheriff, they bring in the backup, the local sheriff and the deputies and all that, and they're like, well, this place may look lawless, but it's got law, which ends up being not true because they get threatened once and they're like, oh, we're out, sorry guys, we're not doing this. Yeah. But the essentially everyone during the sequence of events, the gang shows up. Charlie tells them how many people are in there with them, or not Charlie, Ben tells Charlie how many people are in there with him, and Charlie pretty much turns to the town and says, hey, bounties on their heads. Anyone that shoots one of these motherfuckers gets, I think, $200 or $100, something like that. Yeah. And so the entire town immediately is like, well, absolutely.
Well, yeehaw, partner.
We will, like, pay me now, buddy. We're going to get some heads. And as soon as that happens, all the guys they just deputized or just brought into the fold, the sheriff, all the deputies, I think there's 5 extra guys, essentially, they said, we're out. We're good. We're not going to die today. This is not for us. And they walk outside, put their weapons down, and just immediately get gunned down. Just immediately die. Which is the best. They're just like, I'm not dying today. I will actually die today. This is it. But at this point, the Pinkerton guy, the head guy, is just like, this is not worth it. The most logical moment of the entire movie. Hey, no amount of money is worth my life. This isn't worth it. If you feel like you have any debt to the railroad, you are absolved. I will still pay you your $200 to do nothing. You get out of here. Do not do this.
You took it as far as you could.
You took it as far as you could. You tried your best. I will still pay you the money. He has a perfect out, and he still is just like, there's a problem. That $200, that's the wrong number, because that's exactly what the government paid him for his leg, and that was his big hang up the entire time. Was his whole thing is, my foot got blown off. The government said it's worth $200, and it's not that it's $200. My foot's worth it. It's that it's worth it to walk away. It's worth $200 is worth them to walk away from it. And now essentially he's trying to be paid $200 to walk away, and he can't do it. I just think it's cool. I mean, I know it's kind of corny. I don't know.
Corny is good.
Melodramatic, but I like it. It's just. We talked about how it's not like the most complex plot in the world, and even this isn't super complex. It's just, I think it's cool to have a character that's it's very simple to him. It's very black and white. I got to do the right thing. My son's here and looking at me, and I know my son wants, like, he wants to be this criminal. He wants me to be the guy that can just shoot anybody anytime and just that's the right move, but I gotta show him this is the right thing to do. I gotta get him. I said I was gonna get him to this train. I gotta get him to this train.
It's Old West. It's the Old West morality tale. It's like when you read those old dime store novels, it is that, like, it's good guy versus bad guy, and I'm trying to show my son that, like, we can still have good in the world. Like, we don't have to be the fucking annoying antagonist. It's like we can be the good guy.
The entire rest of the movie is everyone being entranced by Ben Wade, and that's the sequence where he finally does that. I mean, he's obviously been charmed with Dan's character, Dan, throughout the movie, but this is because he's had connection with him. They've had little conversations here and there, and you can obviously tell that these guys are, like, Ben is in some way charmed by Dan. And he maybe respects him, but he's at least charmed. But that's the moment where he's, like, taken. He's like, okay, I get it. I understand what's happening here. I truly get this guy. I don't necessarily agree with him, but you kind of see he buys in.
Well, it was kind of Christian Bale, kind of like the whole movie. It seemed like Russell Crowe was trying to get Christian Bale to smarten up a little bit. Like,
yeah, he wants him to turn into Ben Wade, and that's the moment where Ben Wade figures out that Christian Bale's never going to be like I think this is the come to Jesus moment for Russell Crowe's character. He's just like, oh no, this guy is truly good. He is not.
But it's not. But it's not. It's not even fully that. It's like I think you see Christian Bale starting to kind of understand Russell Crowe's kind of point of view as well. It's like, hey, I am kind of getting fucked over by the government here, and it's like I gave a piece of my body to them for this, and it's like I deserve more than what they're offering me. I deserve some actual respect from my country.
I'll get you on that train, will you?
Coming back!
Boy's gone, hero. Ain't nobody watching no more. Still got that one good leg. Why don't you use it to get on home?
Charlie! Charlie Prince! Yeah, boss! Hold your fire! Walking out!
been no hero, Wade. Only battle I seen, we was in retreat. My foot got shot off by one of my own men. You try telling that story to your boy. See how he looks at you then.
Okay, Dan.
And to be fair, if he hadn't done the next part, it would have been really just stupid because the guy was offering him $200 to walk away, so he needs the money. But then he does leverage this. He's like, "No, I'm going to give him to the trade, and what you're going to do is you're going to make sure my land's intact. You're going to give my wife $1,000 upon arriving. You're going to make sure that there's water on." Like he's
again, he smartened up. He smartened up a little bit. Yeah,
he did smarten up. He wasn't going to be walked over for free here.
Yeah,
but he also is just like, I'm going to set my family up for the future, but I'm not going to do it, like, I'm not doing it at the expense of my morals. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to get him to this fucking train. Like, it is, I'm going to show, and because throughout the next action sequence, which is, I'll let Sauce go through that, but it's like, it's just re-emphasized the whole time, like, he's pointing out to his kids, like, I'm getting him to the train, tell him I'm on the train, like, tell him I got him to the train. Okay, sorry. There. I just wanted a little, like, I love that the hotel room sequence. It's just really nice.
So yeah, and then like this third act, it's, you know, I like that. It's not necessarily the most honest way of doing it. There's a little bit of noble lie where, you know, Dan is going to get him to the train no matter what. He's going to face against the entire town. And Ben Wade, though, like, also betrays his own things. Like, there is still like a nice moral guy in there where he's like, he does really take pity on Dan and goes like, I'm going to give him. Well, again, I think he also kind of like he gains a little respect for him because he sees that, like, no, he does hold true to himself and he isn't being a fake person. He's not being a phony. Yeah. Like, he's not living in his like hypocrisy of calling him a murderer while also being a murderer. You know, it's the like he is an honest guy and he's so it's like I think there's a level of respect for him there. We're like, all right, you know what? I'm going to give him one. I'm going to give him the win because the whole world, his own family's been shitting on him this whole movie. I think he needs a win. Yeah, and like I said, he needs he didn't get his leg blown off in the Civil War from fighting. He got it from friendly fire, and they paid him, what was it, something like $42 to just walk away. And he's like, I've been walking, like, I can't have my son see me as the person who just walks away. Like, I have a price where I'll just walk away from doing the right thing. Well, and, I like to when... is it here where Russell Crowe explains? He's like, "Well, I've been to Yuma twice now." Like, yeah, it's literally. He needs him to know that it's really just this is metaphorical, like a courtesy. It's like, symbolic. Yeah, it's symbolic at best. That it's not gonna. Like this isn't gonna hold me. Like, I'm gonna get out. I think like, it elevates it to that like Rocky level of like, it didn't matter if he won the fight; it matters that he went the distance. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think it's also kind of touching because he says that, and Christian Bale just kind of smiles. He's like, okay, let's. Yeah, he's like, that's just who this guy is. Yeah, he's just at this point. He's just like, I could have stopped. I don't know, 2 days ago then, but whatever, let's do it. Again, there's that like kind of little respect that they kind of both have earned each other, where they can both see each other's worldview now. Because I wrote down, like, that is a big theme of the movie is learning empathy. Yes. Because that's what William needs to learn as well. Because William, again, has only seen his dad as this pathetic loser, and he hasn't seen his dad as a guy who's trying to take care of his family the best he can. You know, even though he's getting fucked on every angle. And Russell Crowe needed to learn a little empathy as well, and they all needed to kind of learn to understand each other and their situations a little better. Russell Crowe's nihilism doesn't hold any water now that he knows that somebody can choose to do things the right way, you know, time and time again, without needing to fuck over those who are hypocrites and schemers and also criminals themselves, you know. And like I said, I really just like this whole the teamwork. Like, I love this whole third act of them they're actually working together while making it look like, you know, Dan's the hero.
It's a little Butch Cassidy in a way too, like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in a way. That's very fun and I think the third act is some of the best stuff of the movie. Of just it's a very fun little scene, and you're right. Yeah, them trying to make it look like they're not working together, but they are working together, and they're looking at each other and giving each other the nods. Like that stuff's very fun.
They're not just working together. Like Ben Wade is kind of like walking him through how to do it half the time. It's very funny. He's like
him.
Get up, come on, get me to this train. You gotta do it. Like, you gotta get. Come on, don't get shot, man. Don't get shot now.
You got this, buddy. Come on, man. Let's go.
It's literally like, get me to that train. Put me in jail. What are we doing?
And then I mean, like now we're at the he gets him on the train, like with perfect timing. Like I gotta prisoner going to Yuma, and he's leave like right now, and he gets him on. His son sees that he gets him on right now, and bang 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 bang. Charlie kills.
Well, I like Russell Crowe's performance here. He just yells out a really loud, "No, wait!" and it's like, and he just gets blasted in the chest. Mm-hmm. And like they leave a nice size hole in that chest. They use a real squib and everything.
Back when the movies were real.
Yeah.
But also I should point out during the sequence also. His son lets loose the cows, so you get the full circle. Like the cows matter, him being a rancher matters. The cows stop him from getting shot. That's what gets him to the train. Was this kid?
That's right. His kid has let the cows out and bought him some time, all that kind of stuff. And you're right. Yeah, that he had imparted him some lessons on there. Like, hey, this is why we're doing what we're doing. So if you ever find yourself in an instance where you need to unleash the cows and have them run over people,
your cow powers will come in handy, and you have the cow powers came in handy twice this week.
Absolutely,
cows have stopped two things. Yeah, but they shoot him. It sucks, and you get one of the best bad guys turning good. Not good, but like
he cleans up his own mess behind him. He realizes that
he's
like I'm responsible for this. Like this is really my problem that I caused.
And
I made this gang.
The gun has 6 bullets, and there's exactly 6 of his men left, and he just pops all of them with 1 shot each. Instant kills.
The hand of God. No. 1 shot each, and then he takes Charlie's gun out of his chest, holds him, puts that gun to his chest, fucking shoot. Oh man, that's the best execution. He looks his gay boy looks so broken. He's like, "What did I do wrong, Dad?" And he just pulls him in and shoots him and drops him. Oh my god, it's such a savage way to kill somebody. Oh, brutal.
And this is also where I noticed again, hair's looking good. Russell Crowe's hair is looking good, man. He's got a full head of hair and he's looking handsome.
Yeah, I love the concept of of having like. Essentially a cop on a train just kind of watch all this happen, not help, and then he just kind of like hops on the train, hands that same guy his guns, and locks himself in the cage. And then the whatever cops in there's like, oh good, I didn't have to work today, sweet. That's awesome.
Again, if anything, this movie's about the American way and trying to live the most American life you can. And what's more American than figuring out a way to get out of doing your job?
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, he dies telling his son, telling him, like, much like they kind of did with the doctors, saying, like, you did it, Dad, you did it. You actually got something done the right way, before you
got him on the train. And there's a poignant moment where his son just aims the gun at Russell Crowe, and I think Russell Crowe kind of accepts that he's going to get shot here. I think he doesn't try to quick draw him or anything.
No, he just kind of looks at him.
I deserve this. I think I think he admits he knows he deserves.
Again, they all kind of learned this little glimmer of empathy of just like
his son's like, this isn't right. My dad wanted him on the train. Get him on the train. Go to the train. So
then in Christian Bale's last moment, he hands his son his mom's jewelry and the one he was gonna sell. I held on to this. It's a nice little button. I feel like because after that, there's no real epilogue after this, right? There's no real.
He hops in. It implies he's going to escape because he hops in. The train takes off, and then he whistles, and his horse follows the train. and you're like, okay, yep, he's gonna escape. He'll probably start a new gang, and
the cycle will continue. But he'd have picked up a little empathy. He has a little more perspective now. Now he knows he could probably become just a landlord and be a worse criminal. Like
he becomes a railroad owner.
Exactly. That's the smart thing to do.
That's Red Dead Redemption 315 to Yuma.
Oh no!
Yeah, gotta get another guy on the train.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't know. I mean, I think that this part, it wins me over, but I think it pisses some people off because it's like, well, he already told him I've gotten out of Yuma twice, and then he just whistles for his horse to run along the trail. Like he's not even gonna you can't.
He's not even gonna get to Yuma, but that's not the point. I can understand it being frustrating because that is the name of the movie, and you're like, this is supposed to be important, but the important thing was getting him to the train.
You're right. The important thing was the journey. It was not, as Sauce said, it's the Rocky thing. It's going the distance. It's not whether he wins the fight or not. It's that he did it his way, and he was proven correct.
The reward isn't that the criminal's being punished in Yuma. The reward is that he set his family up for life for doing the thing, and he did the right thing.
For doing the right thing the right way, which is
and he makes them promise that they won't take that land no matter what. Like railroad be damned, they have to stay there. Yeah.
Which absolutely is a lie. They will take the land.
Yeah, they're still gonna leave them destitute.
Everything went wrong, but we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that part.
If their dealings with the Native Americans tell you anything, it's that it probably will not end okay for the family. But you don't have to think about that, okay?
I mean, I always think back to it feels like the premise of this is so fun and simple that it does kind of remind me of Shakespeare because I think back to Macbeth, where Macbeth is it's a tragedy insofar as he dies, but it's not a tragedy because he dies who he really is, who he's supposed to be.
Right.
With is this warrior on a battlefield, facing down 1,000 guys, and both of the characters, mainly Dan because he dies. Though is he dies. It's not so much of a tragedy because he dies having not been corrupted, having not been,
he did it his way, as Frank Sinatra said.
Exactly. He did not having become calloused and corrupt due to the way the world is forcing him to be at every step.
Yeah. This was a good one. I really liked. I'm glad we got to watch. This is, like I said before we recorded, our choices were between role models or 310 to Yuma, which ended up being role models, but in the West.
Cowboy role models.
Well, and it's funny too because the book I'm reading, there was a paragraph I read the other day where he was talking about a Proust quote where he talks about how great art makes fun of us as it confronts us because it shows us the world as artists would like the world to be. The dime novel, however, pretends to joke, but then it just shows us the world as it actually is. And I'm like, that really hit me, and this movie kind of, I just had this epiphany now of this. I'm like, that is kind of what this movie is telling you. It's it's pretending to joke, but it is telling you the way the world kind of is, It's even though Christian Bale stuck to his guns, it kind of backfired. He still got murdered at the end of the day. That's life. And yeah, Russell Crowe, he got arrested, but he's going to get out. He's going to be fine. He's going to start a new gang. It's the world will keep turning. The world will keep spinning. This is just
he's an absolute force of nature.
Yes, absolutely. Which is funny because I wrote down that Ben Frost is also a force of nature, in this movie.
Ben Foster. I know
Ben Foster. Ben Frost. I'm so sorry.
As evidenced by last episode, we like letting you fuck up.
No kidding. Yeah. Ben Frost is a composer who I really like, and
I'm actually going to leave this part. I'm not going to put the correction in there. I'm just going to let him say Ben Frost, and it's going to cut to now. So.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, what the heck, bro?
Hey, fuck you. So ultimately, though. I was telling Hunter before we recorded this, and I think it shifted a little bit, but my ultimate takeaway of this movie is that I think it's a very good movie. It's very good, but I think it is missing something to really push it into that great level, but I don't think it needs to be a great movie.
Here's my argument, is that I agree with you. It's not. So this is a movie that's surrounded, even the year it came out, like we talked about the 2007, we had, No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, Assassination of Jesse James. I think this is the exact perfect movie for the year it came out, because it's surrounded by three what you'd consider like great movies,
like masterpieces,
level
yes.
movies. But not every Western is a Stagecoach or a...
No, I mean, most Westerns, like I said, this is a
Rock,
throwback to that, like, 1950s Western where it's like, they were just shitting them out, you know? They had the town and they can just make them.
This is a very high quality, like, just really solid movie. And
yes.
I think
and that's something that we miss these days. Of just the mid-budget
Just a one-off genre picture, you know?
Yeah.
Like there doesn't need to be more.
No, it doesn't. And you're right. And it's like, I was kind of confronting my idea with that where I was like, well, it doesn't need to be great. And I'm like, you know what? No, it doesn't need to be great. It's a very good movie that says exactly what it needs to say. Is it a little simplistic? Is it a little generic? Sure, but I think it does it well, and I think it does it earnestly, which is more than you can say than most movies, you know?
I think it's great, but I think I think it's not great in the sense of like greatness all time, I guess is where
yes.
I think it's I think that's if we're talking about like a masterpiece style, like that type of greatness, I think it's great just in the sense of it's a great movie. I think it's great. It is a great like higher top third of movies I've ever seen kind of thing. So I still think it's a great movie. I think it's definitely worth watching if you haven't checked it out.
Absolutely worth watching.
Westerns, you've probably already seen this a million times if you like Westerns. But if you were like, if you're like one of our younger, if you have a dad, if you're one of our younger listeners, maybe that watched, maybe you've seen the other movies from 07. Because I would say if people are looking back at like best of lists and things like that, you could easily miss 310 to Yuma because those lists are going to have the No Country for Old Men, the There Will Be Bloods, the Assassination of Jesse James's. They probably won't have a movie like this because this is more of a action
action movie.
So definitely worth revisiting. This is like, I think Saw said it before we started, it's one of those movies like you revisit like once a year kind of. For me, I used to watch this all the time. I think I think I was wrong. I didn't see it I think I saw it 3 times in theaters before Assassination of Jesse James. I loved this movie. Like it hit me like a ton of bricks. This is one of my favorites.
Hell yeah, respect. Hey,
I like it.
That was a good episode, boys.
Yeah. And next episode will be Assassination of Jesse James, and the one after that will be There Will Be Blood.
We're gonna stick to all the 2007 classics. No, I think we decided the next episode was going to be role models, which I'm actually really excited for. I was thinking about David Wayne movies, and I think David Wayne's kind of an underrated comedy director. I mean, I think he's getting his flowers more so now, but I think
I've seen like every episode of Stella. I remember.
And Stella's great. Yeah.
And I did casting. I was a casting assistant on They Came Together. So.
Oh hell! I love They Came Together. They Came Together. Very underrated movie. It's so funny.
Role Models actually is one of those movies I consider super sleeper because when it came out, it did nothing in the theaters.
No.
This was one of those movies that came to Redbox.
I think I saw it like the weekend after I saw I Love You Man, and I remember being like, "Yeah, Role Models is way better than I Love You Man."
No,
it is. It 100% is.
I saw this in theaters, and no one. My theater was next to empty. I remember when we saw this movie because this was of the era where these types of comedies were getting pumped out. Like you got these a lot, and
I think that's why David Wayne works for it because his sense of humor is a lot more abstract and kind of weird than some of the other comedy guys of that time. So it's like there's weird little diversions in it that you wouldn't see in a normal kind of romantic comedy of that time period. You know?
Yeah.
Which I think is fun. But we can get more into that when we do that episode. And before we leave, I'm going to say right now, this podcast ain't big enough for the 3 of us. So I want you guys.
It is big enough for the 3 of us, but I still have to ask you to leave.
So I need you guys to take 10 paces to your opposite direction. We're going to have ourselves a shootout.
I didn't bring a gun.
Oh, it sucks to suck. All right, here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3. Turn off the damn podcast.
I brought a Gatling gun.
Oh shit! No.